Take 7. Environment is an essential component of national development in Saudi Arabia and is a core area in the King Khalid Award for Responsible Competitiveness. The world faces significant environmental challenges that are deeply affecting quality of life, business practices, national security, and more. Top environmental challenges across the world include climate change, water availability and water pollution, air pollution in cities and countrysides, long-term damage to ecosystems, pollution from toxic chemicals and substances, deforestation and land degradation, and more. Leading companies across the globe have recognized these challenges. Some of the reasons companies are addressing environmental challenges are in order to reduce costs, mitigate environmental and resource-related risks, innovate and create new products, and improve corporate reputation. An example of a company addressing environmental challenges is Dow Chemical, which over the past decade invested $2 billion on energy-saving technology and green investments. From this $2 billion investment, Dow has seen $9 billion in savings and returns, a $7 billion profit. As with the rest of the world, Saudi Arabia faces serious environmental challenges now and in the future. Some of the greatest environmental challenges facing Saudi Arabia are securing reliable and safe water resources, cutting CO2 and pollution in both urban and rural areas, degradation of agricultural land, and desertification. The importance of these issues to the nation is clearly laid out in Saudi Arabia's 9th Development Plan, which focuses on protection of the environment and conservation of natural resources as a primary focus for the nation. Leading businesses in Saudi Arabia have already found that responsible environmental management is not only beneficial to the kingdom, but also a powerful tool for 1. Reducing costs related to environmental issues. For example, a Saudi utility company recycles scrap metal to reduce costs and support the recycling industry in Saudi Arabia. 2. Minimizing risks associated with resource scarcity and fluctuations in resource availability. For example, a regional electricity company uses solar power to help power its facilities, which reduces risks related to supply fluctuations. And 3. Developing new products, services, and revenue streams, such as a Saudi paper company that is encouraging recycling, which helps the company sell recycled paper. The King Khalid Award for Responsible Competitiveness evaluates how committed companies are to good environmental management through measuring, reducing, reusing, and recycling, resource consumption, and company environmental policies. Reduce, reuse, recycle is important to businesses because it reduces internal costs and minimizes waste in communities. Resource consumption is important for businesses because it helps decrease material costs and diminishes risks related to resource availability and price volatility. Corporate environmental policies are important to companies because they help standardize performance and impact across the company and help companies analyze and understand their environmental impacts and costs. Questions about environment in the Responsible Competitiveness Award cover many aspects of how companies can address environmental challenges. An example of this is recycling. Here is an example of how a financial institution answered questions about recycling in their 2013 application. And if this financial institution does both and reported on how much they recycled in 2011 and 2012. In addition, the company estimated how much money it saved from recycling in 2012. Focusing on the environment is essential for Saudi companies and Saudi Arabia to succeed. Focusing on environmental issues often requires upfront investment, but these investments regularly provide quick and clear returns. Not only do these investments reduce costs, but they often result in innovation and product and service creation. Finally, leading companies in Saudi Arabia, the Gulf Coast countries, and around the world are prioritizing environmental action.